My name is Deepak Keshwani. I'm an associate professor of biological systems engineering here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. So my disciplinary area of research is bioprocess modeling. So I'm a bioprocess engineer by training, and what that means is I try to understand biological processes and systems by developing models that help describe those systems, and then we can use those models to help improve our understanding of the system. Over the past few years, as I've engaged in my teaching part of my job, I've started to develop an interest in how to help develop my students both in and out of the classroom. So that's why I would view that as a secondary area of scholarship that I've developed since I've joined my position at UNL. I started to get interested in what does it take for my students to be successful? And it really started with me in my first year on the job. I realized that I was expected to teach students in the classroom, but I had a PhD in engineering, and I didn't feel equipped for classroom teaching. So with the support of my department head and the dean at the time, I was really able to explore some teaching development opportunities. Students enter college, they're teenagers, and they graduate as adults. So in that 4 to 5 year period, they develop a lot. They are trying to understand what their career goals are. They're trying to understand how they view the world. And I feel as teachers, as advisors, we play a really unique role in helping them through that development. So for me, my biggest goal is really to empower students along that journey. It's all about learning, right? I learn so much from my students as I'm in the classroom with them, challenging them, pushing them to think about alternative things that they might not have thought of doing. And in the process, I learn so much about myself because students then question me. Well, tell me about how you have done something differently. So that's one of those realizations I think I've had, is that as we engage with our students, it's all about learning, and it's not just what the students are learning, but it's what we as instructors and advisors and people who work in this area are learning as well as we engage with students. One of the missions of the college is, taglines is science with a purpose. So I think programs that help students understand how they can take the knowledge that they're learning and do something with it in society becomes very critical. So leadership programs, civic engagement, service learning, the Angler program, the Nebraska Human Resources Institute. You can name all these programs, streaming science. All these programs are helping students take what they learn and apply them in the world that we live in. And I think the more programs like this that we can develop and provide to our students, I think that's what separates us from any other university, any other college, right? And so I would hope that we continue to provide programs like these for our students.